WTL.
It's time!
WTL.
I think we got a show. Oh, yeah, we got a show.
WTL.
And welcome back, everybody, to WTL. You know what that stands for. Where's the line? Nebraska's first and only sports betting show. I'm your host, Andy Classen, joined by
The J.O.
Ooh, the J.O. Said you've been ready and waiting all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For Thursday morning. I mean, all I'm missing is the Carrie Underwood song, man. This is it. I've been saving up my voice for this very moment.
This is the moment. The moment. Okay. Well, I think then we got to start a moment in the NFL.
Okay.
Only 4 teams remain.
Why not?
AFC Championship game, 2 o'clock kickoff on CBS. They're going to have Romo on it, aren't they?
Oh, they have to have. He's
going to be Tony Romo, isn't it?
He's the best, right?
Yeah.
Is he? I mean, he's paid the best. He's paid to be the best.
He's paid like the best.
So he is the best. Isn't that how that works in America?
If you're going off of Nebraska and their NIL experience, then oh boy, I don't know about that. We're getting kind of murky right now. Yeah. I did read an article over the summer how CBS executives called in Romo and chewed his butt. Like, we can tell you're not doing your homework. You don't know what's going on. You're not prepared.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you what, year one, incredible.
Yeah.
And changed how we look at, like, the former players that come in and do that job. Like, just changed the game. Year two, pretty good. I mean, pretty good. Mm-hmm. From there, holy cow, has he just kind of fallen into... He loves golf. Yeah. I mean, maybe he should...
And Skechers shoes. Getting comfortable, that's good.
Getting comfortable is good. Yeah. There's nothing wrong.
I like that.
Let's not bash on getting comfortable now.
I'm on board. I said I'm on board.
I'm in a hoodie. Yeah.
I'm also on board with just, he's already killed it. He's made his bag in the NFL and all of his endorsements. And, like, this is just kind of a fun, hey, they're still paying me. Okay.
Would you say that's kind of how his playing career kind of went, too?
Kind of felt that way, didn't
Maybe this is just who the man is.
Yeah. Well, but he's still knocking down those greenbacks. So I have nothing against it. When he first started, though, and he was, like, predicting plays, I thought that got a little overblown. It's like, 3rd and long. Oh, I bet they're going to pass it.
Right.
Oh, he's so brilliant. Wow.
My 15-year-old does the same thing.
Yeah.
And he's right 9 out of 10 times.
Wow. Over 10 yards on 3rd down. They passed the ball. Unbelievable. Good call. Good call, Tom. And I'm sure he will have a good call, but let's get into the game.
Jim Nantz, though. Jim Nantz. All time.
Yeah, he is.
All time.
I really do. I find myself going to the Masters broadcast just to kind of hear him and
yes, I do.
Sultry, calming voice. Like, you could have the worst day ever. Let Jim Nantz put you to ease.
Absolutely.
So no, it's going to be a good broadcast. I didn't mean to pile on old Tony there, but he is a fun punching bag, as are the Cowboys.
Absolutely.
And we're not going to be talking about the Cowboys because we're talking about the
AFC Championship.
The New England Patriots are going to Denver, the luckiest team in the NFL by any metric, by any measure. There's actually, like, scientific data that's showing just how lucky they are. They also played, if it wasn't the easiest schedule, it was the 2nd or 3rd easiest schedule. They're also on a historic note here. There's never been an AFC Championship host team, the home game, that's this big of an underdog. Now, it's all around the starting quarterback, Bo Nix. He's out.
What a shocker.
He's out. And I'm seeing a consensus 5.5-point dog at home. Now, they were a favorite, slim favorite, but this is totally flipped.
Yeah, I going into the game, I never would have thought Bo Nix would have that big of a swing. I guess it makes sense. It makes sense. He's the starting quarterback. He's been there. They were the only team that didn't get a snap out of their backup the entire season. The only team in the entire NFL. Yeah. So I guess it does kind of make sense that there was a swing, especially as we get to the end here. But Bo Nix, man, I wasn't a believer week one.
That's what shocked me when I saw this. Now. Yeah, when I saw this huge swing and everybody was just dogging on Nix all season long. So, okay, there's an injury there. And the reason he played every snap is because he's still in that mode. He needs the experience.
Right. Right.
So that you can take it. You can look at the other side of the coin there as well. What really has me scared about this game is that 90% of the handle is all on the Patriots.
Mm.
That really freaks me out. Now I'm thinking that there's been an overreaction, especially all this public money coming in. It started with the Sharp money. As soon as that news came out, I think as soon as he turned his ankle and they cut the commercials, when the smart money started dumping on that future. And then the public caught wind of it. And now I just think, I don't know. Can I bring myself to bet on the Broncos at home with Jarrett Stidham?
Well, those of us in the know, we're calling him Stiddy.
Stiddy?
Yeah, I don't. Sean Payton, he first threw that out there at the press conference when he announced Nick's injury. He called him Stiddy. That gave me a little bit of juice to want to believe in him. That's a pretty cool nickname.
I did, in preparation to this, I watched too much. I listened to too much stuff.
The stuff.
There's a local radio guy talking about there was no better quarterback in the preseason efficiency-wise. This guy had a quarterback rating of 143, 0 interceptions, 3 touchdowns. I'm like, oh my God, we're really going to go with that? And even in that, he only played 4 quarters.
He did.
He only won full game.
Yeah, it's funny you brought that up. He was lights out in the preseason. I'm usually not a guy, especially this time of the year, that goes back to preseason and is like, well, let's look at the tape. But that's all we have on him. I do, as we get into like a player prop, I got something that stems from preseason with this guy that I think is a winner. So that might be something you can, sprinkle a little something on. I mean, you've got Jarrett Stidham. He threw 2 touchdowns to Troy Franklin in the preseason in that second game.
Okay.
You can get Troy Franklin anytime touchdown this week, plus 475. When an injury happens and the backup comes in, you generally don't see them throw to the number 1 option.
Right.
They throw to guys they're comfortable with.
Yeah, who they've been practicing with.
Right. Yeah. So I could 100% see Stiddy going to his guy, Troy Franklin, and somebody coming away with a little bit of money.
Are you going to give him a cool nickname like Stiddy, like Flatfoot Frankie or something?
Or Flatfoot.
Like if you had another nickname there.
That's what his doctor calls him, not us.
I could maybe get on board. Boy, okay, was the plus money odds on that?
475.
Okay. All right. There's crazier flyers out there.
I know.
And that might be the best way or the most fun way to bet on the Broncos is digging into some of these player props because really, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows what's going to happen here? The total is cascading down. I think we're seeing 42.5.
That makes sense.
I think it makes a lot of sense. The Patriots defense has always been one of the leaders in the league, and the Broncos may be the best.
Yeah, maybe the best
in the league. And I just
include the playoffs. They are statistically ranked number 2 in all the NFL, just behind Houston, just barely behind Houston. But no, I could totally see where the defenses kind of control this football game, especially knowing what's going on the quarterback side.
And now just thinking of the Patriot defense against Stiddy. that point spread is going to get jacked up. It's going to be higher. And I think that, and I was thinking about this earlier, that might be my play is wait until, before 2:00 on Sunday and then get over to Warhorse and cast your bet. Cause I think the line at kickoff might be a point, 2 points higher than it is now. Cause 90% of the handle coming in on the Patriots, I don't think that's going to slow down. And there's every game has a number, right?
Right.
And so if it gets over a touchdown at home with that defense, like last week, I said my Bears can do it. They can lose by only 3 points. That's what they did.
You nailed that. Yeah.
Hey, let me get on my soapbox. Actually went 4 for 4 last week.
Yeah, you crushed it.
Yeah. We're in our GSB meetings, and I had to bring that up. And all the guys like, oh, geez, oh, wow. I expected like the entire, all the little screens looking back and be like, so did we, we did too. But they give me some props there. Give me a little credit.
And well-deserved.
Yeah.
I mean, this has been a heck of a year if you've been following along with our plays, and this is the time, playoff time. That's where winners are made, and you're really showing through.
Hey,
congrats, man.
Hey, winners only. You said that. You started that. Winners only.
People forget that you won your fantasy football league. I mean, you have the resume.
Right. Thank you. It's like a well-oiled machine over here.
It really is.
I'm not just a host. Okay. Do you got a player prop over there for the Patriots?
I do. I say Drake May under 35.5 rushing yards. And like we were saying, including the playoffs, Denver's defense is at the tippy top. He has not exactly been all over the field on his feet ever since that Charger game.
Yeah.
I just see the defense is kind of taking over this thing.
Yeah.
And the Broncos, I mean, I like the idea of that spread growing.
Yeah.
Because the defenses are going to control this football game. Just give me more and more points. Denver undefeated against the spread as an underdog this season. Just keep it coming.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that line's going to get inflated even more so for me to jump on it late. This is one that I'm just going to allow to keep growing. And I really like that, what you're saying about Drake May. And also, he's going to want to stay upright. Right. Every time he steps off the field and he looks out at the opposing quarterback, that's a reminder, hey, this is why I don't want to run.
Correct.
Right there.
Yep.
And we're one game away. And I feel like they're going to be in a position where they can just play New England style football or whatever they call that, the New England way. It used to be the Nebraska way.
Patriot way.
The Patriot way.
The Patriot way.
The Patriot way. You can tell I'm a big fan of their legacy and their tradition over.
Well, I've seen your tattoo. Yeah, I knew you were a big fan. Yeah.
I like that meme that shows a blank arm and it says something like, "Oh, the Buffalo Bills, all their Super Bowl championships."
Oh, Buffalo.
Yeah, poor Buffalo.
They've had a rough week.
Real quick, what is your takeaway with firing the coach?
I thought it was the wrong move.
Okay.
But also a move that was kind of predictable. He was probably the most tenured guy that hadn't been to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Kind of made sense to make a change. But when you look at the landscape of the league right now, I don't know if you want to make that move.
I didn't think. I mean, Ashley, she's a big Buffalo fan, and she was pretty ticked off when she got that news. And I'm like, I bet McDermott even said, like, before each one of those five turnovers, don't throw an interception.
Correct.
I bet he wasn't coaching towards turnover.
Correct.
You get fired if your players make mistakes. That's just.
It sounds like he called out the roster weeks ago, and maybe that was what doomed him. You got to coach up who you got,
and now the general manager and the owners calling out the roster. It's rough. It's rough. Well, we're up against it, but let's take a minute to recognize one of our fabulous partners, and that is the Nebraska Ale House, located in the Warhorse Omaha Casino. Come as you are for an elevated dining experience. Signature dishes include the whiskey-marinated Omaha steaks and the always tender prime rib. Warhorse Casino Omaha and the Warhorse Sportsbook. No bets, no glory. Don't go anywhere. This is WTL.
WTL. Gentlemen, what brings me to my next point. Don't smoke crack. WTL.
And welcome back, everybody, to WTL. Where's the line? Nebraska's first and only sports betting show. I'm your host, Andy Classen, joined by
the J.O.
Ooh, the J.O. And we were talking NFL championship football, conference championships. I think we got to stay right there. Gave the AFC their due. Now we got to flip it over to the NFC. And I think this is going to be a very competitive game. Can't wait. The nightcap, the Seattle Seahawks versus the Los Angeles Rams.
Some would say the second best team in Los Angeles. I would say this is the premier game, though, of the championship weekend.
Yeah.
And I'm sure both games are going to be great, but holy cow, at least you're getting, good on good here.
Yeah, who you expected, kind of.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no outliers, and there's no injuries. Big injury over there in the AFC with Bo Nix being down. And also, Seattle's just been the standard. From the get-go. And Los Angeles has just always been there. And they kind of cropped up as a trendy Super Bowl pick about mid-season, when they really got into their groove.
Yeah, and to me, I don't know, they kind of surprised me that they were that, this season.
Yeah.
The Rams didn't surprise me. They're a veteran group. They've got a great coach. They've got a great quarterback. The Seahawks really had to prove it on the field, and boy, did they ever.
Well, and Sam Darnold had to go back-to-back.
Correct.
He's had a lot of, even in New York, he's had flashes and a good 6-game span or something like that early in his career. But not only did he go back-to-back, he is one of 2 NFL quarterbacks to put 2 14-win seasons in a row, back-to-back.
Vikings fans, they don't like hearing that. They're
I'm going to let them have it.
I'm going to crying right now that they didn't have him this year.
Bear down. No, but the other one being Tom Brady.
Sure.
And during that run with the Patriots, just unreal. Like and then I think people are kind of pulling for Sam Darnold and kind of how he sat back behind, signed that contract with the 49ers, and how humble he was, and talking about how he learned from a younger guy, Brock Purdy, why he was the starter there. So great story. And yeah, I don't know. Vikings fans probably don't want to hear that, but they have J.J. McCarthy, and I don't know. He's the greatest meme right now in the NFL. So that's got to be worth something.
Yeah, I guess the Vikings really are winners here, aren't they? Isn't that what you really want?
Straight cash, homie.
Straight cash.
Back to this point spread. You do have the Seahawks with a consensus. This is on all books. 2.5-point favorite, right off that key number of 3. Seahawks minus 155 money line. Rams at a plus 130. Your total is really stabilized at 47.5. Much higher, greater than the AFC Championship game. That makes a lot of sense to me. I think this Rams defense is vulnerable. I think the Bears showed that. Even when you knew exactly what had to happen, Caleb Williams on his back foot still chucked the ball 40 yards in the back of the end zone and extended the game. So I think the Rams can be had defensively. I'm not so sure about the Seahawks. I love that defense. It's been stellar all season long.
Just to give, you as the Bears fan a little bit of love here, what was going through your mind there when Caleb Williams is running for his life and he just chucks that ball out to the heavens? I mean, were you like, this is it, it's over, or did you believe in him?
Oh, I'm not going to lie and say I believed in him or that did not play. No, as that happened, I'm like, I've seen this before. How bad? Oh, my God, he's still running backwards. How bad can this get?
Top 5 play in Bears history, you think?
Yep. Yeah. It lost a lot by not winning that game. You know what I mean? Because then just moments later, just a boring field goal, and it's over. Yeah. So, no, it was really exciting. And I'm not bitter at all. I am just ecstatic that the Bears had this type of a season, turned it around. Kind of opposite. I feel like the Bears are in that honeymoon state with their coach, with the city, with their fan base.
With the fan base, yeah.
So I just hope that they can capitalize on it in the next couple of seasons because, ask Buffalo fans, it changes quick.
Oh, yeah. I love how Williams is at the Blackhawks game like the next night, and they're booing him, as he's in the front row with PCA, and it's like, dude, come on. Heck of a run. But that's Chicago.
It's a tough town. It's a tough town.
But back to the guys who did win. Sorry to take you off course there, but Seattle, to me, is the team that has had it all together. I mean, there's really only one thing that's got me thinking this thing has to be Rams-Broncos in the Super Bowl, is that earlier in the season, in fact, I think it was preseason, Dr. Oz, the mentalist.
Okay.
He did a thing with the Rams team with Matthew Stafford and the entire team watching, and he got into his head and predicted that they would win the Super Bowl against the Broncos. That's the only reason why I'm like, there's just no other way this thing goes.
So I'd be betting not only against the Seahawks, I'd be betting against Dr. Oz.
Against Dr. Oz.
Oh, see, I didn't know this. Wow, where did you find that information? That was just something you saw early this year?
It happened during preseason.
And you've been sitting on it?
And you can, we could have had futures out there on this.
God, man. Dr. Oz.
Yeah, I'll have to retweet this, but, my brain says Seattle is going to not only win this game, they're going to cover this game, and it's going to be because of the defense. Yeah. Right? But that piece of information has me thinking, Rams plus 2.5.
Give me a moment of pause. But then I look at the sharp money, the public money, all the money has moved this point spread from 1.5 where it opened up to 2. I think the books are doing everything they can to keep it off of 3 so don't get that push. And also, I'll go back to the Bears. I just assumed Puka Nacua was going to have 150 yards receiving, 2, maybe 3 touchdowns. But no, they contained him. And if the Bears beat up defense down their starting middle linebacker can do that to that offense, I hate to think what Seattle can do because they are loaded at every level. Defensive line, they go 7 or 8 deep. It's crazy. It's like a stacked Alabama team back in the day. they didn't pay players. They just all got all the good players.
Yeah, they're just a heck of a
It's just
recruiting.
how it was. And now now they're not as deep. But like vintage team like that, where they're deep like that, they also got great linebackers, and their secondary is second to none. So I don't know. I almost feel like the Bears kind of put a script out there that they can follow and build on, and maybe threaten the under even.
So where do you think like Puka plays in all this? I mean, for weeks, you and I have both.
Yeah.
We're talking player props. It's like Puka,
Right.
Golden, you're going to win. And you do. And you do.
Yeah.
And then last week, it's a little different.
It was.
How do you feel? I mean, I know you're thinking maybe they're gonna scheme to that, but do you have faith in them?
And nobody wanted to let the weather be a factor. I think a lot of that was being macho men and stuff like that. They didn't want to use that as an excuse, but no, it's real. I mean, when you're talking single digits or under 20 degrees, it's hard to catch a football. Harder to catch a football.
Puka was sleeveless out there, and it made me nervous.
Yeah, I'm like, what do you? We all know you're a tough guy. You're the toughest guy. You're a big bad receiver. It's not going to be as cold in Seattle. I do think he's going to have a bounce back game. I just don't know if it's going to be as big as I would have expected had he just kept trending the way he was throughout the playoffs. And that was thrashing everybody, no matter what. Double teams, over the middle, the fade routes. I mean, that scripted. Sean McVay's kind of a little wizard over there with the spiky hair, but he scripts that first drive. And 2 weeks ago, I think the ball went Puka's way 5 times. He had 4 receptions and a touchdown after the first drive. I'm like, I cashed all my all my props on the first drive. So
well, I think it's going to be more of like a running attack because they're expecting the passing game. They're expecting Puka. Kyrie Williams has been just golden for them, even despite, knowing what he can do. The last 6 games, he's hit 60 or more rushing yards, which just happens to be what the line is for the player props to hit the over on 60 rushing yards. So I'm saying that one's golden.
Okay.
But yeah, Puka, I don't know. I'm staying clear of any prop there with him just because I think they're going to follow kind of what Chicago did.
So that's your rushing prop there for the Rams?
Williams, baby.
What about Seattle? Because I heard a lot of people taking Charbonnet as a trendy player prop, and no, he didn't get the carries. The other guy did.
But Charbonnet now out for the season. So here's the deal. Kenneth Walker III, over 17.5 receiving yards for Seattle. He's hit that 3 out of the last 4 games. He had 29 receiving yards last week for Chicago. And with Charbonnet out of the mix, because he was a big offensive weapon for them, I just see Walker being more involved on both sides, running and receiving football.
I love that. I was thinking there was going to be a big game for Walker. You're going with the receiving yards. Thinking the Rams can maybe contain him a little bit with the rushing, which that rushing number is probably inflated, especially compared to past weeks, knowing that he's going to have to,
share.
He doesn't have the timeshare now. All right, we're up against it, but let's take a minute to recognize one of our fabulous partners, and that is the linemakers.com, where we don't chase the hype, we decode it, treating every wager like an investment. Linemakers.com, we make the line so you beat the book. Don't go anywhere. This is WTL.
WTL. This Saturday I will go on.
This episode is brought to you by Peloton. The new cross-training series balances your workouts with 15-plus workout types for endless movements on and off your equipment. Stay motivated with weekly personalized plans that guide you from beginner to expert and push past your goals with routines tailored to you. Get the new cross-training series. Terms apply.
No television, live. I will say horrible things on the air, despicable things, and people will call me brave. WTL.
And welcome back, everybody, to WTL. Where's the line? Nebraska's first and only sports betting show. I'm your host, Andy Classen, joined by
The J.O.
Oh, the J.O. And, we can't do the bottom 5 in the NFL anymore because there's not 5 teams left.
Football's about over.
Yeah, it's going to leave us here in a little bit.
It really hurts.
But that's okay. No, I got something for you.
Okay.
Prediction markets are taking over the world. And we got in early on these things. Whether it's Poly Market, I'm off the waiting list. I've already made like $12.
Oh,
Yeah, profit.
Jeez.
They gave me 10 free dollars. So
Don't let him get hot, fellas.
I
Do not let him get hot.
I put it all in Indiana. How could you say no to Mendoza?
Right.
So
Oh, what a game, too.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man. That was fun.
That was fun. That was everything about it was good. Congratulations to the Hoosiers and Signetti. He actually smiled.
He did. Well,
Not during the game. I half smiled during the game. They caught him once, but after the game, and then he stayed true to himself. I'm gonna have a beer.
You know why he had that?
Good.
You know why he had that half smile, right?
Why is that?
He also saw a Bella Danger in the audience, so it wasn't just.
He's like, oh boy, you're okay.
Yeah,
You're throwing that.
that is why he had that little half smile.
Well, she's a student now.
She is,
and taking it serious. And you saw how tore up she was after the game. She stayed hot on the gram. Yes. There's a lot of speculation out there, but it was one camera guy that noticed that. He knew who to look for.
He knew.
And the execs didn't know any better. The producer didn't.
The time was coming for him, and he got it in there. That was great.
Well done.
Yep. Well done, sir. Well done.
Golf clap there. She got more FaceTime. little inside, but I think everybody knows it has a X account or
A lot of people are Googling that right now. This is great.
Yeah. And that's what we do here.
That's what we do.
But getting back to prediction markets, we've been killing it with the prediction markets. You could have predicted that. See, that's where we're coming from.
That's where we're at.
So whether it's Polymarket, Call Sheet, we like to put these lines out there, and then someone just needs to bring that to the floor, and the medium just has to make it. Then we're off and running.
Correct.
And we're out in front of it.
Yeah, we kind of can see. We have a crystal ball. We can kind of see where the world is heading in various ways. And
even Robinhood's put in for theirs, their prediction market, and they've reached out to us. There's a bright future there. So we'll start us off here.
Absolutely. Ozempic has been a big deal, right? A lot of people losing weight and kind of getting their health back in a way with Ozempic. But it really hasn't gone as far as it probably will. This year, we are going to see Ozempic and those style of drugs become so common that it's going to be used inside your dog's food.
What?
Leading to the zoomies that break the sound barrier.
What?
Yes, this is true. This is true.
I know your zoomies, like when the dog does the zoomies and
running around
the butt tucky, like
Yes.
we have a German short hair pointer. They are crazy anyway. When they do the zoomies, their back legs go faster than their front legs.
Yes.
So break the sound barrier.
Yeah, I don't know how many times you take your pet to the vet. And, your pet's a little overweight. And this is 100% gonna be an option now. You're gonna be able to have Ozempic or that style of drug in your pet food to give them away. But one of the side effects is going to be those zoomies.
Those zoomies.
Those zoomies are going to be quite something.
You're saying that, and I'm just picturing a French bulldog sitting back on the couch and just just doing the injection.
Self-administered.
Just right? It's a shot, right?
Yes.
It's like a shot.
I love
the mom or whoever.
I love that you're imagine as if this wasn't crazy enough.
Just sitting there.
You got the dog self-administering.
Just watching their shows, watching the soaps, with the stay-at-home mom, right?
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, I'm taking mine. You better take yours.
Watching the puppy bowl. Just got to get my meds in before the big game.
There's the sports angle. Well, mine's not quite as far out there, but I like that. I like that. Especially tied in the zoomies there. Carlos Beltran and Andrew Jones, couple of center fielders. Congratulations. They were inducted or got their letters of induction to the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Very nice.
Every year when this happens, a name gets brought up, a name that we talk about and focus on quite a bit, and that is Pete Rose.
Yes.
The late, great Pete Rose. Now, a couple of years ago, or maybe a year ago it was, Robert Manfred took him off the suspended list. He is not suspended for Major League Baseball, therefore giving like an okay sign to the voters that he can be voted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Yeah. I think he is going to get into the Baseball Hall of Fame. That is my future. And I think they're going to they're releasing files. It's like the Epstein files. They keep releasing more and more files about Pete Rose. And
so we're never going to get them all, is what you're saying.
And Ronald Peters, this bookie. Well, who was this guy? How did he die? What was he doing? I think what we're going to find is that he wasn't a bookie. He actually was an interpreter.
Oh.
Like Shohei Ohtani. Like, it was the interpreter the whole time making these bets. And Pete Rose was the victim.
Yeah, he certainly felt like a victim. And Pete Rose, famously didn't speak English. I mean,
right?
he had kind of this.
It was Johnny Hustle. It was the Johnny Hustle. Yes. And it was Cincinnati. It was real hard to understand. So, yeah.
Yeah, he always had probably a big chew in his mouth and just.
When they start digging into these files and digging up new information, you don't know where it's going to go. I just think that the signs that I'm seeing here, and Shohei Ohtani already showing us, you can bet $37 million on baseball and just pin it on your interpreter.
Yeah.
You're okay. I think Pete Rose's team is going to find that file that's going to show, well, it was our interpreter too.
Man, I'm so behind that. Like, I would get behind that, and I would put. I don't know, what'd you say? You won $12? You might want to put all 12.
I should bring that to the line.
Yeah.
I should send that into Polymarket right now, and just here's your yes bet right here.
Here it is.
There's 99 cents of that dollar on yes.
I love it.
All right,
I love it. Well, as we know, this year is America's 250th birthday.
Love you, America.
And the president wants to celebrate that with this big UFC event on the White House lawn.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be quite the spectacle, right?
Yes, sir.
And Dana White recently said he's working on the lineup for that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
He called the rumors of McGregor versus, I know I'm going to say this wrong, Masvidal, headlining as goofy, okay? So he's kind of like...
Nobody likes Masvidal.
Right. So he's either hiding it, that it's the main event, or he's just saying, stop it, that's just goofy. The reason why he's calling it goofy, guys, and this is my prediction, is because he's actually saving Putin versus Zelensky to headline
the
UFC event on the White House lawn.
Wow.
Trump is going to love it. You know he's going to eat this up. That's why he hasn't completely brought peace to this war. It's because he's saving this for the big 250th birthday party.
They need to save it for the mat.
Save it for the mat. Oh, they're going to love it.
Okay. Man, there's such an age difference there, but I don't think Putin cares.
No.
I think he works out, right?
Well, of course. Of course. And you know what? Putin, probably real smart guy, probably is going to get a lookalike that's even better shape, and it's going to look like Putin. It's not really Putin. Yeah. He's going to take care of business.
Now, can you get like a little hedge here? If we don't get Putin, can we get Zelensky versus somebody from North Korea? Whoever.
Oh, that'd be huge.
I think that, because that would be, it'd be 2 5'4" guys, both in the same weight class, similar age. Like, that might be a little bit more fair of a fight. Still entertaining.
Very entertaining. And in fact, that actually might be the way to go. That would be for the entertainment factor.
Well, just hedge. We want to protect ourselves.
Happy birthday, America.
Yeah, happy birthday, America. That would be great.
Yes.
That would be great. All right, I got one for you. And this is coming from pop culture, which that's one of the many things that you can get in on with these predictive markets. And that is Dancing with the Stars is going to reach out, make the phone call that they should have made over 2 years ago when this nonsense started happening. Britney Spears just wants to be on Dancing with the Stars.
It seems that way.
She does not have a mental problem or whatever. Everything she's been putting on Instagram has just been auditions for Dancing with the Stars. She got put on house arrest pretty much the entire 2008 through 2021 or whatever. All sorts of crazy things. And now she even put it out there. She goes, I dance for my mental health, to feel good about myself, to get myself right. Dancing with the Stars needs to make this call. I think they'll do it. And maybe this is what they needed to hear.
I'll tell you what, that would be a monster get if Dancing with the Stars was able to get Britney Spears.
She has experience too. She was a judge on the X Factor. People forget this.
I forgot that. I'm a huge Brit fan.
I didn't know that. I just looked it up.
I was a huge, hashtag free Britney I was putting it out there that we
Leave her alone.
Yeah, and then once she was freed, I'm like, put her back in. Like, she's not well.
No, she is well. She's just been auditioning.
Okay.
That is what these videos are for. I know that last one, she got a little wild with her hands and kind of hit herself in the head there. She's just trying new moves. And these new moves she wants to showcase on Dancing with the Stars.
She shut down the comments on her post now with her dancing. It's wild.
See, she's just focusing in.
She's focused.
All right, we're up against it, but I know you got one more.
I got one more,
okay.
And it's that all future, and this is for Husker fans, all future Husker recruits now will move to Lincoln a year early and play for Millard South. They're going to follow the footsteps of Trey Taylor.
I was going to say, you have some proof with this.
Yes, yeah. Our new QB1 who's coming in the class of 27, he's moving in from Illinois. He's going to Millard South. He's a senior year, and then he's actually going to be living in Lincoln, traveling to Omaha to go to high school so that he can be around all the new recruits that are coming in and get them. I think it's cool. It'd be awesome if that's just the way it went from here on out.
It's the way that high school football has been at that level for a number of years now, and people probably just need to adjust to it. NIL money is big, even at the high school level. That's shocking to a lot of people. And if you followed Millard South, you know that they're, I don't know, 3 deep was better than most everybody else's starters. And in order to reload that in that capacity, they're going to have to bring in more players from Florida, Indiana, California. I think you're right. I think you're onto something here.
This is the future.
This is the future.
This is the now.
Yeah. The future is now. All right. Well, how about do it for us right here? But let's take a minute to recognize one of our fabulous partners, and that is the Stock and Rod Company, an outdoor lifestyle brand for those seeking adventure. Whether it's hunting, fishing, hiking, be kind of cold to hike right now.
Big time.
They got you covered, though. Visit stockandrod.com to get your wild game on. Don't go anywhere. This is WTL.
WTL. Capitalism is the only way, Leslie. It moves our country forward. It's what makes America great, and England okay, and France terrible. WTL.
And welcome back, everybody, to WTL. Where's the Line? Nebraska's first and only sports betting show. I'm your host, Andy Classen, joined by
the J.O.
The J.O., and we've been hammering it. We've been hammering it. The NFL, it does predictions, markets. We're all over the place here. We got to finish strong. NCAA men's basketball, and we got a lot to talk about. Last night was quite a night for the state of Nebraska. Not only the university, but give the Blue Jays, give the old Jays their due. A game winner as time expired.
Yeah,
well,
half
second.
Man.
Yeah,
half second with and that's after missing the free throw to tie it, and then getting the rebound, getting the ball back to him, hitting the shot. Incredible. And
I caught a little bit of McDermott's post game interview. Then John Bishop.
Yeah, I love that guy.
He goes, hey, tell me, did you think it was going to go in? McDermott's like, no. I think it was Jacobson went high off the glass, awkward angle. But, that's a credit to the Jays. Big injury to Jason Green, former Millard North player. He went down. That left him shorthanded. They're already getting out rebounded. And now it's going to be really tough. But they somehow hung on. Game they probably shouldn't have won. They did win.
They did, with Frank Caliendo in the audience to watch, comedian Frank Caliendo.
Hey, your old colleague.
Yeah.
Your old traveling buddy.
Oh, we had a good time in the car for 6 hours.
Is he going to be going back up to Norfolk during didn't
No.
you drive through a tornado?
We did. I drove him through a tornado. Yeah. That was fun. I don't think he found it fun, though.
No, he didn't.
He was stressing pretty good.
You're just driving. You're like a cruise liner. Like, oh, there's a hurricane, but we're gonna drive around it. Don't worry, guys. Tornadoes over here. We're gonna go around over there. We'll be fine.
Turns out, guys that live in Arizona aren't used to driving through tornado weather, but not me. I'm old pro.
We also have to talk about the Huskers last night. Kind of let me down. They didn't cover.
Oh, I was like, they're the last team undefeated in college basketball, and they let you down?
They won by 10 points over Northwestern, but they're 11.5-point favorites. And I told this to Ashley before the game, like, I can't believe they're on the road, or they're at home, but they're at this point in the season against a Big Ten opponent, they're 11.5-point favorites. This is crazy. The books have caught up. They have figured it out. I mean, and there's no denying it now. Like this, are they for real? No, they're projected 1 seed. They're 18-0. They're leading the conference. what can't you say about the Huskers? What possible shade could you throw towards the Huskers?
I mean, at this point, they're they're if not the most complete basketball team in the country, and they've proven it night after night. But to your point, the books have caught up. I mean, it was easy to catch a win, with betting on the Huskers. But you got to put a little more thought into it now. But you still pull away the win.
Still got to get through at Minnesota, so they got to go on the road. That's going to be an 11 o'clock tip, early tip on FS1, so you can get that full day of college basketball on the slate. But it's opening with the Huskers in Minnesota, and it's one of those deals where I'm expecting to win. I'm expecting the Huskers to go to Minnesota, a place that they don't go on the road and win very often, have over the last few years. But now that's the expectation. I expect them to be undefeated. Going to Michigan, Ann Arbor, here in about a week.
Yeah, 20-0 before heading into Tuesday night into Ann Arbor. That is going to be the game in the country at that night. I mean, in Nebraska at that point, what do you think? They're going to be 5th in the country?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah,
everything's uncharted territory now. They're ranked 7th right now as we speak, and that's the highest they've ever been. I think, what was it, a week ago or two, we were talking about how they were ranked number 9 or 10 in the nation. And I'm like, but that was short-lived. That was in 1976, and the following game, they got blown out. So they fell out of the top 10. That was the last time we were actually in the top 10. Now we're 18-0. We're going to be favorites on the road. And God, just please pull that game off. Do some Creighton Blue Jay magic to pull this one off in Minnesota. I want to be undefeated heading to Michigan. And see really where we're at.
Yeah, and is it going to be, I hate to bring up the negative, but Minnesota, especially on the football side, has been kind of a thorn in our side, especially when we have to go to Minneapolis. I hope there's not some of that, that kind of like vibe, and just go in there and take care of business. Don't try to be pretty with it. Out-physical them.
Minnesota doesn't have the three-headed monster of Sanford, Hoiberg, Mast.
True.
I mean, what are we averaging now? 25 years old on our roster? Like, we're ahead of the curve on that. I was making fun of whose team was it? Baylor. They brought that guy from the NBA.
Yeah.
Guy was on an NBA roster. And and Calipari went off earlier this week about why would you waste time recruiting a kid from high school?
Right.
I mean, just pluck somebody out of the G League, overseas, whatever. Like, why would we? It's just going to be a semi-pro league is what it's turning into.
Well, he should have been the front runner in the whole thing anyway, because he was the guy that was bringing in the one and dones.
Yep.
Ahead of a lot of schools. He should have seen this. If anything, he's behind the 8 ball there, and I'm kind of surprised because he's usually had his thumb on the pulse of this.
He's sounding like a lot of old college football coaches that retired a year or two ago, doesn't he? He's kind of falling in line with those guys. What happened to my football?
I think it sounds like guys like you and I could probably coach a team.
Right?
We don't really need to know a lot of X's and O's.
Hey, the music's not getting too loud. You're just getting too old, right? That's the name of the game here. Pony up. Hey, I call, 2 or 3 Millard South football games a week. I know what it takes.
You know what it is.
6'4", 220 is.
That's right.
At both tight ends, at quarterback, at running back. So with this NCAA March Madness talk, this is so much fun that we actually get to talk about this. I still think if you want to get out there and pick a future for that championship, I like UConn coming out of the Big East.
Wow, UConn is always
but they're at a plus 1,000 right now in a lot of books. A plus 1,000.
My.
Yeah.
Well, there's money.
Yeah. Like, why would, they have the pedigree. They're at the top of the Big East. It looks like they're kind of by themselves. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're not being threatened too much by teams like Creighton, who have usually been able to push them. Creighton's kind of been the thorn in their side.
Correct.
In Omaha, anyway. But here we go, where they only got, I think, 1 loss, 2 losses on the season. I just think if you're going to do a little sprinkle right now as the season's kind of wrapping up, a handful of games left, and you're still getting plus 1,000 on UConn.
Yeah, that just shows that the Big East isn't what it has been in the last few years and kind of what we know it to be, and they haven't been challenged. Mm-hmm. They're still a really good basketball team, and here's an opportunity to get some value, on a really good basketball team before you head in the tournament.
You want even greater value?
Oh, I love value.
Plus 4,000.
Okay.
Your Nebraska Cornhuskers to take it all down.
I'll take it all, baby. Take it all.
If they're projected to be a 1 seed right now. Okay, they're 18-0. That you can make that a more sound argument than UConn to take Nebraska right now. That's how crazy this is.
So Nebraska, who's never won a tournament game ever in its history, right?
Ever. I can make a better argument for them being a better pick. And I'm not even talking value here, but plus 4,000?
But imagine the celebration when a 1 seed wins that first round because this team's never, ever won a tournament game. It's going to be pretty cool.
You're damn right.
You've never seen anything like it.
You know, our friends down there at Cross Strand, how they got the contract at Memorial Stadium to serve some beer, and they got that really cool retro Herbie Husker on it. Yep. They better be printing off Herbie Husker with the ball spinning on his finger. Oh, yeah. You know, in those white short shorts.
Put it on that can, baby.
And I think it was, Jack Mitchell, a local fun guy. He does some work with NCN, but he's always on local radio saying about as zany things as we are. He sent out a tweet like preseason, like, there's Herbie, the basketball Herbie. He's huge. He's big. He's at center court. We're going to have a season.
He knew.
He called it.
He called it. That's awesome. Wow. Shout out, Jack. That's cool.
Jack, way to go, Jack. So, what do you have any look aheads or futures or anything with NCAA basketball? Or are you just enjoying the ride right now?
I'm enjoying the ride currently. I generally am got my finger on the pulse with Creighton, and this isn't that year, you know, and that's okay. Luckily, we've got Nebraska to bring us up to levels that we've never seen before.
Yeah, it's wild.
But no, that incredible value at plus 4,000 there. I mean, I don't know why anybody wouldn't be jumping.
And like I said, even throw the percentages, throw all that out the window. You could actually make a legitimate case for Nebraska over a Michigan, over a UConn, over an Arizona right now.
Well, when you see it Tuesday, when you see them play number 3 Michigan Tuesday night, we're going to get that view of what does that actually look like. And they take care of business. They put together a 10-point win, 8-point win, whatever it is. I mean, that 4,000 is going to drop.
Just think of the way I opened this segment. The Huskers let me down. They only won by 10.
Yep.
Right?
Incredible.
That's where it's at.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable where the big red is at. And I'm just enjoying the ride as well. And maybe I will sprinkle something on that plus 4,000.
Let's go. Go Big Red.
Well, that'll about do it for us this week at Where's the Line. Be sure to check us out over on YouTube and our short YouTube videos on game.
If you're a podcast host, listen up. This one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle. And I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.
Day, each and every day. We also have Jabron, the parlay pounder, giving us all sorts of UFC 234 picks. I saw I had a parlay on Patty the Batty. Already out there.
Oh, Patty the Batty. Hey, shout out Jabron. That was great to see.
Yeah. You can't get enough Jabron, can you? He's got his winter beard on right now, too.
I'm going to grow one, too. Just because Jabron.
All right, yeah. He's inspired you.
He has.
He inspires a lot of folks out there. You know, he's got that personality. That's why we love to have him on there. We're also going to be on X like we always are. And if you haven't yet, ESPN Tri-City Radio and their Facebook page. We're putting out content and short videos on that platform as well. For Jeremy Odem, a.k.a. the J.O., I'm Andy Classen. Thank you for listening. This has been WTL.